Welcome to Infinite Realms! Today we are talking about the devices that can actually get battle maps on the table with our software. There are at least two solutions and I want to show you the pros and cons. My name is Danny, let's do this. The other day we made a video showing how we built a TV case for displaying battle maps. For years prior to this we played with a ceiling mounted projector. Why make the switch now? And is it final, or are we going back to the projector solution? And what about you? If you are wondering whether it should be a TV case or a projector, this video is for you. Do you already have your own solution? Feel free to write it in the comments. Let's start with the obvious solution. Almost everyone has a TV, and in some basement, attic or guest room there might still be a barely used device lying dormant. Without much effort you can usually unscrew the stands and lay the device flat on the table. Make sure that the ventilation slots are not covered, otherwise all the fun can quickly be over. As a quick and dirty solution, you could simply place a few wooden blocks or beer coasters underneath and thus also compensate for a possibly uneven underside of the TV. A more stable solution would be to build a TV case from a few boards or with a little more effort, a whole gaming table. The TV has a few advantages. It is cheap to buy, usually quite easy to set up and has a good picture quality. Strong brightness and bright colors. The disadvantages are that a TV takes up a lot of space on the table, so you should make sure that there is still enough room for dice, character sheets, snacks and drinks. The third point is the display itself. Unprotected, it can easily get scratches or be damaged by liquids. Therefore, it may be advisable to put a thin plexiglass sheet or some kind of foil on it. Let's move on to the projector. Most people won't have one lying around. And with a reasonable brightness, resolution and size, it doesn't come cheap. We had two quite small projectors in use. First a low-cost model that unfortunately left something to be desired in resolution and brightness. Later we supported the Philips PicoPix Max on Indiegogo and used this device since then. It was much brighter and could deliver 1080p resolution. What was also important with the device was that it had a 1/4 inch socket on the bottom. This allows us to mount it securely with an inexpensive ceiling mount and align it precisely with a ball head. Let's get to the advantages. The projector takes up absolutely no space on the table. In addition, it is not within reach of drinks and snacks and therefore does not run the risk of being damaged. Unfortunately, there are a few disadvantages as well. Even bright devices often have pale colors in daylight. If you want the full experience, you'll probably have to darken the room a bit. Ceiling height also plays a role. It needs to be high enough so that the map being displayed is large enough, but not too large either. A projector with adjustable image size is helpful when in doubt. In our case, it works very well without. Speaking of image size, depending on the setup, the image may have to be adjusted using the keystone function, which can cost quite a bit of surface area. Also, a plain white tablecloth is recommended to maximize light output. The last point is that everything imaginable has the tendency to migrate to the battle map. Pencils, character sheets, dice, snacks, there's just no limit. What is our conclusion? It depends. We were quite happy with the projector for a long time, but once you get used to the TV's color, you probably won't want to go back. Also, the usable playing area is much more predictable. A projector, of course, has the potential to project really big maps. From a high ceiling directly to the floor, without a table, you could get space for a massive Warhammer 40k battle. To do that with a really big TV would probably be quite expensive and impractical as hell. What do you think? Which pros and cons weigh the most for you? Feel free to write it in the comments. I hope you liked the video. Please consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Here you can find the video where we show the assembly of our TV case. And here I describe what dynamic enhanced tabletop maps are all about. You can find more information on Infinite Realms on our website infinite-realms.de, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and on Reddit. Have a good time and see you in the next video.